It's a great day here at KEKFILA's YouTube channel. I'm your host, Sage, and this is the final round of this March 26th tournament I was playing online. And I'm against a Strawbeard variant, and funny enough, his little icon, his Discord was a cat with a little white beard looking thing. I'm just taking a little bit of time to show people how I did the cuts, but I wanted to first thank you all for watching this if you've watched the whole way through. And you're able to kind of see my full run. Regardless of how the die rolls goes out, Strawbeard likes to go second. I like to go first, personally, in this matchup. So that's the way we do it. And so I just jump into the game. I start off with a Perona. Super good start. So I'm able to look at the top 5 cards here. And this game probably didn't go too horribly. But I organize it in such a way, a lot of my turn is kind of front loaded. I want to say my opponent, he was such a nice guy, and I was almost cheering for him. But, I'm against him, so that's the main thing. So he plays a Nami, right? Looks at top 5, ends up finding a Radical Beam, which is pretty good. And then he ends up just passing turn and taking a life. So now he's down to 5 life. And I'm drawing for turn, swinging 7, playing a Jinbei. This is going to slow him down, and I always over-explain what the card does. It, on its death, it bottoms X at 3 or less. My opponents always ask me what it does. They're not always used to be playing against blue. It's very rare, but I over-explain it, and he understands completely. So, and he maybe asks a couple times. There is quite a bit of problems with this, but he ends up using the Brook, and then I pass turn. He draws for turn. He's at 4 Dawn. Very simple turn going on here. And I don't remember if he swings at my leader or at the Jinbei, but I believe I at least 2k counter it with a Mihawk. Just a good idea to set up Gecko Morias later. And he goes on with this Monkey D. Luffy character. Very standard gameplay for this setup. So turn 3 when I have 5 Dawn, I have a few options here. I end up not using skill. I guess the top of my deck was kind of whack. So I swing 6 at his leader, and then I just pay 4 to play a Boa Hancock and then pass turn. I don't want him to swing at my characters, and I don't need to swing. I can't. Yeah, I'd rather not swing into his life a whole lot, because it just doesn't really help me out a lot, because he's gonna be able to swing back at my characters, and I have nothing to swing back at him with. So I give him a 2k counter. I end up taking the second one, and then he pays 5 for the Luffy, and then swings 7. So I just take this as well. And now I have 2 absolute Chad targets I can attack, and with the Boa on field nonetheless. So I'm able to start getting some draws going as well. I don't know what the top of my deck is at this point, so I'm a little lost where to go from there. And my whole goal is I need to... No, I guess I do have this. So I play this, look at the top 3 cards of the deck, organize them in such a way. And apparently I had to think quite a bit here. But the main thing is the opponent wanted to know what the skill was. He knows the top 3 mechanic. He doesn't know the other part. So it dissuades them from playing choppers and things like that. But I would definitely use it against like a Nami if needed. So I end up swinging 6 at that Luffy character, and he counters that with a 2k. I do draw for that as well, which was pretty beautiful. And I end up swinging 6 again at that Luffy Rush character. And then I stack 3, I believe, on this. Oh. He used 2 2Ks, so that tells me quite a bit. I just need to get that Rush Luffy gone. The clapback and clearing my board's not fun. So I go 8 into that Luffy character, playing a Arrested Gecko Moria. This card's probably one of the better ones I could get, because that 6k base is absolutely massive when swinging back to their characters. So he's at 3 life. So he starts his turn with 3 life, and he goes up to 8 Dawn. And he takes his time thinking about this as well. So he needs to start pressuring my life, but I think he wants to hurt my characters because I am really just swinging, especially this Boa Hancock's doing quite a bit of work. He ends up swinging 6. I don't remember what it was at, but we'll see right here. I'm pretty sure he's swinging my Boa Hancock. That would be the only sense. So I use a 1K and a 1K. That tells him quite a bit of what my hand looks like. And he goes 6 at life. Maybe he was swinging at life, actually. And then it goes another Luffy, and then swings for 7. So it's all like last turn. This time he has 2 Dawn up. And he ends the turn with 2 Dawn up. He has 2 life. And my field is completely full. I go to 9 Dawn here. And... A Mihawk is pretty good here, but he is able to do actually a lot of damage here. I probably just lose if he Mihawks, actually, if he has another Luffy. So Mihawk's not even like the greatest choice in the world, but I don't think I see a Mihawk regardless. So I throw 4 down to the side there. It looks like I have some Love Mellows. And I'm overthinking, basically, depending on Nami's and such. But my goal is to... So I pay 1 to start with, placing the Law, because I want to go down to 5 cards in hand. And then I attack 6. So then I go back to 6. So that's why I played the Law first. And then I swing against 6 that Luffy. He gives me another 1K. So I'm able to get his hand down, because he needs to keep this Luffy in order to do anything. So I go 6 again at him, and he gives me a 2K counter, and I still have two Dawn left to work with here. And I'm thinking to myself, do I use 1 Dawn to get rid of a Nami, essentially? What's the best case scenario? So I end up just throwing 1 Dawn on here, going 6 of that Luffy one more time, and he does give me a Radical Beam for that Luffy, so it's just really good value. That's a 4K counter for for a 6K attack into his 6K Luffy there. So I end up just paying 1 more. And I'm thinking, do I get rid of the Nami, or do I put another blocker? So I put another blocker down. This is nuts. I play 2 of these cards. I see both of them probably at the perfect time against a deck that doesn't actually, you know, destroy blockers as easy. They have vistas and everything, but yeah, but Whitebeard's doing Whitebeard things. And I have 4 Dawn active, right? So that's 2 Love Mellows in the chamber, and I have a lot of cards in hand. I have 5 cards in hand, and then I have these 2 Laws set up. So realistically, my board is built to beat him. And he's just thinking of how he can do this. If he had a 9-drop, what do I do? He would stay at 2 life. I'd have to just kill his characters. But if he just 9-drops and like pass his turn, I guess I just swing for 8 a bunch of times at his leader, and then we're maybe in the same situation. But then I still have the Boa Hancock as well. I don't know. He ends up swinging just 5 at my leader, and I give him a 1K counter in the form of a blocker. And then he swings 6K, so I'm thinking let's give him a blocker for this one because reasons. And then he swings 6K again. I do want to at some point Love Mellow here. So I'm thinking real hard and exactly how to take that. So I just block it because I'm just worried about Luffy, right? More rush Luffys is the key. So he's counting on his Dawn. It looks like he has 7 Dawn left. And he just swings 6 at the leader. So I just Love Mellow to draw 1, thinking maybe this is last attack anyway. And then I know he can't Whitebeard now. He plays the Luffy. And he's probably going to be trying to swing at Boa Hancock. Thinking if he needs to throw one Dawn at all. His hand's really limited. I was able to get a lot of his hand gone, so he doesn't throw a Dawn on it. He just swings 6, probably my Boa. And I think I just think here, do I need this love? Do I need this love right now? Do I need it for next turn? Do I have lethal next turn? So I'm counting how many cards he'll have. He has 2 in hand. He'll have 3 the next turn. But you know, it looks really good for me. I love this, so I can guard out, so I have another attack. And then he ends up just playing the Nami. I think he's just looking for any kind of counter available. He gets the Sanji, which is pretty good. That's super good. So he goes down to 1 life with his skill leader, and then he has 1 Dawn open, which I can only assume is a Radical, and I have 4 attacks coming in, which is pretty efficient, but I have to think exactly what I have to throw at him because, you know, reasons. So I definitely don't think his board's too big to deal with. Funny enough, they're a 6K, so he'd guard them anyway with his life. So I have no blockers in hand. So yep, it just is what it is. So I'm just thinking out this Dawn and donning up just in case of any, you know, random jet pistols he may or may not have. So I just do this. I at least don up for that. And it looks like I'm looking to swing for 8 to start with. I like swinging for this 8 into 6. So I do get the draw, funny enough, with the Boa Hancock. And he's just asking what exactly Dawn have I already done. So he starts with the Radical Beam. So that negates that. He has 2 cards in hand. Okay, and then I'm thinking, well, I just want to go for 6, or do I want to go for 8 here? Because I can just go for a small number, but I need to get that card down. So I go for 6. I'm okay with getting 1 card out of his hand. And I just need to attack him twice, essentially. I just need to hit him once and then hit him again. So getting a 2K counter out of this would be ideal. So he gives me his 2K counter, the Sanji he just got off that Nami. And then I ended up just swinging 8. And he takes that. And then I swing 9. And he had the Manga Ace in life. So if that was a 2K counter, he counters out of 9. He counters out of 9. But I was able to sling that out, and he gets Manga Ace the last damage. So pretty stacked deck, but my opponent was very nice. I think he still got top 32. He didn't get top 16, but it was really hype. I do appreciate everybody that was watching as well when we were live streaming this. And again, this was all recorded in HD. You can watch this in the link below. And I recorded every game, and I just got excited. Let's go. My girlfriend was cheering me on right there watching. And I just played some music, and it was a good time. Thank you so much for watching these series. If you liked it, please leave a thumbs up. Please subscribe. I did get into 4 regionals, all 4 online regionals for May, and I will be doing every Saturday. I will be playing in every one of those Saturdays, so that should be fun. So thanks for hanging out, guys. Ciao.